The decline of Joe Biden. Whatever your opinion of Joe Biden may be, it is evident that there's been a decline in his mental state. Even during his time as vice president, he did have his moments of gaffes, but not nearly as bad as it is now. Take his 2012 DNC speech, where he spoke with a lot of confidence and had a charm to him.
It was worth the trip to hear my wife say what I've never heard her say before. She's always loved me. If that's the case, why in the heck did it take 5 times of asking?
As much as that was shown in the clip, his whole speech followed the ability to be cognizant. However, turning into 2020, there are many moments that spark worry. The first can be passed off as a simple mistake. People always jumble up their words, and this clip can be fully explained if you're in that mindset of it just being a simple mistake.
That has caused carnage on our streets. 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability.
However, we start getting into the territory where maybe this is more than just what it seems to be, a simple mistake. Another incident where he potentially misspeaks is when he's in Pennsylvania back in June 25th, where he claims that 120 million died from COVID.
What people drastically underestimate is the impact on the mental health of people who now everything is complicated. Not only is the healthcare piece, but people don't have a job, people don't have anywhere to go, they don't know what they're going to do. And a lot of people you have unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. Over 100,
And what you can see at the end, it is clear he did not mean it, but his mind keeps on speaking. Mind you, this would not be a major talking point. However, CNN consistently gets on the right and specifically Trump, so it's important to highlight this on the side for the left. Now, let us move over to the more serious gaffes. This clip comes from CBS News, which shows Biden having a bit of an unhinged moment.
Yesterday, you said you accepted Bernie's apology, and now you're attacking him. Why are you doing that?
Go.
Why wasn't his apology enough, Mr. Vice President? Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
It is clear that he is flustered, and it is unfair to say what caused him to act out like this. However, if we are to condemn Trump for his actions for acting unpresidential, which is a just position to have, then surely Biden should be called out for these moments as well, not just from the right, but also from the left. But let's continue to move on. Again, all these together are just coincidences, and maybe it is all just a simple coincidence that each one of these have happened. Yet, we're hit again with another mistake. He stumbles over himself while he's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania just a couple of days ago. Biden gets up to talk about the damage that COVID has done, and then he hits a mental roadblock as shown in this segment.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives, when you think about it.
This is a particularly weird segment because this is one of his livelier moments in speeches that he gave, especially in comparison to this next video.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
And while that clip might be able to be passed off as just in the moment he's tired and stumbling over himself, let's go to one final clip where Biden is being interviewed by Mr. Barnett of CBS This Morning. In this clip, he talks about his refusal of taking a cognitive test, but well, just watch.
Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his tests and makes your mental state an issue for voters?
Well, if he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me, but I mean, I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. There's going to be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, you know, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Each one of these clips are easily passed off as just mistakes in the moment. We all stumble over our words every now and then and make minor mistakes, especially when the spotlight is put onto you. Yet when you take a step back and see the full picture, these are issues he has in every single one of his speeches as of late. It was a smart strategy to keep Biden locked up, as the hatred towards Trump would be the primary campaign tool. But this was not a tool made because it was the most effective way to beat Trump. Rather, it was to limit any mistakes Biden may or may not make that would help Trump succeed. Coming into the presidential debates, it is clear there is a lot to worry about from the left, and that Biden may just make a fool of himself on that stage. Nancy Pelosi, who is the head of the House and second in line for presidential line of succession, is calling for the end of the debates under the pretext of not legitimizing the debates.
I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him, nor a debate in terms of the presidency of the United States. Now, I know that the Biden campaign thinks in a different way about it.
And even Biden himself calls for help in the debates, asking for Trump to be specifically fact-checked during the debates. Knowing the media is biased towards Biden, which will be shown in its own video in the future, it surely will be a handicap for Biden helping him out, and will be putting Trump in a precarious position where the media will be hounding him, though he is used to that position. In either case, till November comes around the corner, America will only be more divided. Thank you for watching, and God bless America.